Improving global access to clean drinking water and safe sanitation is inexpensive and the most effective way to help improve the health of people in developing areas as well as save their lives. However, in developing countries, water and sanitation services are severely lacking, and as a result, millions of people die from preventable illnesses. Often, what prevents the developing countries from gaining access to clean drinking water and sanitation is lack of investments, lack of political will, and difficulty in maintaining these services in areas that are hard to get to. But with research and community participation, we could fix this problem and save many lives in the process. The global figures that describe the lack of clean drinking water and adequate sanitation are alarming. More than 1 billion people do not have access to clean drinking water, and 2.6 billion people live without sanitation services. The conditions are most severe in sub-Saharan Africa, where nearly 42% of the population do not have improved drinking water and 64% do not have improved sanitation. These numbers were so alarming that the United Nations, as part of their Millennium Development Goals, set a target of halving the amount of people who did not have access to safe drinking water and basic sanitation. The fact is that people do not have access to clean and safe drinking water and do not have basic sanitation. But due to this, the pathogens and hygiene-related diseases that come along with it are what are causing so many people to lose their lives unnecessarily. Diarrhea being the biggest silent killer. The annual problem of diarrheal disease is estimated at 3.5 billion episodes, which results in 1.8 million deaths worldwide. Studies suggest that by improving the drinking water and sanitation, that between 20 and 35% of diarrhea episodes can be prevented. In a study which took two different communities and provided one community with high-quality water, which was defined as samples that tested negative for bacteria, and in another community with low-quality drinking water, the community who had been supplied the low-quality water had more cases of diarrhea and cholera. They then showed that with intervention by using clean water, the number of cases significantly reduced. In today's society, we take the fact that when we open up the tap and clean water comes out, or the fact that we can flush the toilet, for granted. There are simple ways we could help the developing nations, we just need to start being active. Often the reason they don't have access to clean water is because they get their water from streams or dams. But if we could implement something like the rainwater tanks, like JoJo, which is a product produced in South Africa that can collect rainwater. This water can be used for farming or drinking, as it is clean, and it can double up as a septic tank that can be used for household sanitation. Another solution is that people be educated on making a borehole to access water from the ground. A study that was conducted tested two methods to improve the microbiological quality of drinking water in households, with the use of dilute chlorine solution. The solution contains one of two types of chlorines, sodium or calcium hypochlorite. Both compounds can be produced locally in developing countries. They are inexpensive, easy to distribute and use, and effective against most bacterial and viral pathogens. When they tested this out in communities, the number of cases of diarrhea significantly decreased. People living in developing countries live tough lives. 90% of the time, they live in rural areas with little to no access to clean drinking water or sanitation, and often the nearest source of water is over a mile away, and it's not even clean water. It is one of the basic human rights that people have access to clean drinking water and basic sanitation, and in this case, their rights are being violated. It is morally unacceptable that this is happening. They live in poverty because of the wealthy and corruption. The least we could do to help them is invest some money in community projects to give them clean drinking water. Not only will we be helping a community, but we will be saving millions of people's lives, and that is the meaning of utilitarianism.